There's the top line findings in this Vision Critical report, Tahani. About 40% of social media users have purchased an item after sharing or favoriting it on these sites. Facebook is the network most likely to drive customers to purchase. Most people are on it, I get that. Most people want to be connected. Those of us who aren't, and we just had a text in, I also don't use Facebook, I'm 30, so I replied, let's form a club.
You get over it.
So we now have a club.
You will.
It's only
You
two
will
members,
eventually.
but, you know, from small acorns to great oaks grow. What other networks are essential? I mean, you talked about the importance of Facebook. That clearly is, in your eyes, the number one. But you've talked
Twitter is
and
essential.
mentioned, obviously, Twitter,
YouTube, LinkedIn.
and LinkedIn. Those are the top
Instagram
four.
is very popular as well.
Okay, and what
There's
about things
Foursquare.
like Pinterest or, I don't know, other blogging sites, Tumblr, for example? Are these all catching on? Are they all finding their own feet in demographics terms, is what I'm kind of getting at?
These are all catching on, but again, there's certain trends here in the UAE. Facebook and Twitter seem to be more popular. Instagram seems to be more popular than Pinterest. So there are certain channels which culturally just seem to be a better fit with this demographic.
Also, a lot of people tend to be buying products on reference. So if your friends are actually tweeting products and tweeting.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
And social mentions.
Social mentions. Okay, tell us about that one. I haven't heard that one.
People are more likely to buy your product if they see one of their friends has used it and recommends it. It's no longer just having a great product. People want to see a testimonial. Oh, if I put on my Facebook and I see one of my friends is using this product, it automatically tweaks my interest about this product. And that's much, much more powerful than just having a paid ad telling me this product is amazing, having a model there saying, oh, I use this lotion and I look great. But if I see one of my friends, has fanned or has liked a Facebook page for that product, I am more likely to use it. It's all about word of mouth.
Now, one of the other areas, too, is it actually sort of shaping up the companies and almost putting manners on the company? An example that I have, actually, I'm not going to mention the bank, but I've had a little issue with my bank in recent weeks. So I got to a point of being totally fed up, and I did. I posted it on their website that this was very bad service, that here I am 1 month waiting to get electronic access to my own bank account for my company where I cannot do my business, and surely this was not good for their SMEs. So I've been calling various people, talking to our relationship manager, all of that, blah, blah, blah. I put this note on Facebook and voila, within an hour, the telephone rings.
And that
to
happens so
help
many
you?
times because companies realize that, if they have someone who's putting up a complaint on their Facebook page, everyone else is seeing it, everyone else is watching how they will react. So many times, if you have a complaint, you go to the website, it gives you contact details to call or to email. Usually the email bounces back, that number isn't active. But when you go on
you've
Facebook...
got to go through a menu of 10 things to choose.
Exactly, it's
who
just
you want to
very,
talk
very
to.
difficult to get to the right person. But with Facebook, you just put it out there, and automatically companies have to respond, and they have to respond fast. Otherwise, they're seen as not very professional.
Not alone did they respond to me, that was yesterday when they responded. Today, guess what? I have electronic access to my account now.
Well, there you go, the power of Facebook.
Do you know, it has to be said, there was fairly upset the other day. Let's leave it at that. It was not a good day to be around her. I'll be honest. Let's say you don't use any social media channels at all. You have no interest at all.
Then you don't exist these
You are
days.
a Luddite. Well, I mean, in many ways you probably don't, but I mean, a lot of people don't even now. Not everybody has a smartphone,
But
for
it
example.
will catch on. I mean, it's if I could use an analogy, it would be like when websites were introduced. A lot of businesses were like, yeah, but we don't really believe in, we don't think we need a website. We have our own market. Everyone knows us. But now, if you don't have a website, it's like you don't exist. You're not in the marketplace. Now, social media is the next phase. And the data that proves it. According to a report, from Skittles.com, in March, they registered 23,000 people visiting Skittles.com website, while in the same month, 320,000 people visited their Facebook page. So if that's where the traffic is going, that's where your market is, it's important that you engage your market where they want to be engaged.
Well, that's fairly compelling evidence. Fine, I'll give you that. We've got a number of different tweets coming in.
Friends of Tim's. It's your fan club, Tim. We know that.
No, it's funny if there are some people agreeing. thing. Somebody writes in, this conversation is as stimulating as social media. I guess that's a pointed remark, and that's fine, but not everybody's into it. That's the point, of course. Somebody's asking, follow me at Geordie Armani. Thanks, can't live without Twitter. Somebody who loves it. But here's a comment. Never been on Facebook. Just a hassle full of irrelevant content and more ads. I know a number of friends / colleagues leaving. Seems they're losing numbers as they try and monetize, which is, of course, the next stage. This is what Facebook have to do. That massive IPO, that massive drop in the share price. Something has to be done. And they are scrambling. We understand that. This person also says, also am in Tim's demographic. That's fine.
That's fine.
The point is, okay, so that's Facebook going through this phase. We're all used to Facebook. We understand it. Let me ask you this. What's the next phase after that? Because I'm much more interested in the fact that, okay, we have Twitter. I like it for breaking news. Not a Facebook fan. I check Twitter regularly, very regularly, a few times a day, tweet every now and again. Nothing particularly interesting. But what's after these?
Social media. It's not the future. This is the present, but it's also going to be the mid-term future and, the long-term future, in my view. Just like we went through the Industrial Revolution, we are currently going through the social media revolution. Every part of our lives is touched by social media. Just before we started this program, you were mentioning the birth of the royal baby. I actually found out first through Twitter, not through BBC. I mean, the news was broken, but, where did I get that news first? It was through
sources,
social media. And, just this morning, Twitter came out and they said the birth of the royal baby, we registered 25,300 tweets per minute.
Wow.
When you compare that to the largest news organization on the planet, the numbers, you just can't compete with that kind of power. So any business worth its salt has to engage that huge market, which is very active and it's just waiting to be tapped into.